Hello and welcome back to another episode of Real Talk. This show is all about introducing individuals, inspiring individuals, stories that matters. Yes, today I will be sitting with a superstar. She is the first female public figure from Lebanon and the Arab world. Not only that, she's also an award-winning author for the novel titled Mask. Not only that, she's also a life and wellness coach, TV host. She's also was a former actress. Okay, so with further no delay, I'm going to be welcoming our superstar, Nataly Restokian.
Thank you so much for having me. I want to say thank you to you and your whole team and everybody, the audience who are watching us. And you're so kind. I just realized that you were just so enthusiastic by promoting my achievements that you had forgot that I'm just your mirror and the reflection of who you are is through me. So I just thank you, but I don't think that I ever call myself superstar. I just call myself somebody who decides to do everything in her life and not look back in life and say what ifs, even if I have to pay the price. And I'm so happy to be here with you. You're an amazing person, and I know you. I mean, we connected before the interview, and I'm so honored to be this wonderful audience in Canada and all around the world. And I hope that this interview will bring them inspiration, that it's not about life, it's not about what we give to life, but how we create things in life, because we are life. And if I could just do whatever I want in life, everybody can, but it's hard. But nothing comes easy.
Absolutely. Very well said, Nataly. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm looking at that little poster right behind
Yeah,
you.
right? We're trying to fix, and the team, Dayana said, guys, let me tell you something about Dayana. The whole team was like, okay, you have to move like this. I said, you know what? I mean, I'm at home. This is the cover of my book. This is the book itself, Mask. So
Yeah.
I cannot fix more than this because I've never been behind the camera. So I don't know how to do it.
I know for someone to come out of that and step out and become the first public figure, because I know how you
Yeah,
come
the
to
public
raise.
figure who dared to write a novel. I mean, there are a lot of public figures, A+ public figures in Lebanon and the Arab world, and they are amazing, talented people, especially women. They are so persistent and they are so confident and they work hard. But I was the first one who dared to write a book, a novel based on true life events, because I had the opportunity to be in Canada, but it wasn't my intention. I mean, I just came here because I wanted to be with the one I love, to have children around me, make me happy. And okay, I'm not on TV anymore. I don't have my show. I wanted a different life. I want a life just to cook for my babies, put food. But nothing of that happened. Everything I expected, it did not happen. I did not have the family. Suddenly, I'm all alone in the middle of nowhere. But again, I didn't see that I'm a victim, because I cried. Of course, that's part of human nature, and I was sad. But I said, okay, I cry, and then what? So let me do something. And what I came up is to start writing. And I didn't start writing because I was writing to make it a novel. I didn't even know how to publish a book. I didn't even know there is something named self-publishing, literary agents, and publishing houses that they can. I do nothing. I did by Google because nobody around me had done before. I just wrote with colorful pens. Look, these are the pens I use that I'm using now for my second book. This is me. So I said, well, how hard it should be. And then I just they said, you have an editor. What is that? Somebody who edits your book. So I found David Antrowitz. I sent it to him. Do you edit a book? Yeah, I said, yeah. And I said, what is that? What does that mean? He said, you send it to me. I said, but what if you steal my ideas? Because I don't know any rules. But so I was a total amateur,
Yes, yes.
nothing about it, and
Mhm.
I learned, and that's why I pledged
Yes, yes.
uh,
Uh,
to help women and everyone.
mhm. On top of that, you were new to the country. And before I even forget, Natalie is joining us from Quebec City in Canada.
Yo, Quebec, bonjour.
Bonjour! Comment ça va?
Je suis très bien, merci beaucoup. It's my fifth language. Don't go there, but they're amazing. I love Quebec. I mean,
Yes,
they are very friendly
yes,
and they accept me with my accent and not knowing very well French.
French. Yeah, it's a beautiful city, and also for someone to come new to a country to a new city and then start the lifestyle all over again from zero, from A, and then continue. It's not easy, and being a woman itself a challenge for us. But on top of that, to take these new steps and to come and to move and achieve things, it's not easy. But you have done it. Like I saw on a post where I read about you saying that you left everything behind back home and you came just as a new person to this country and you started everything from zero. And that's how the book of mask also originated. Now, reading your book, it inspires me a lot, and I'm sure many others who read your book inspires them in many ways. But I have a few questions regarding the book. But before we go deep into the book, I wanted to say, as a new immigrant, as a newbie in this country, who just left everything behind and who wanted to start a new life here with a newly married and with a big dream, we always say, always we see the other side greener. It's always greener on the other side, and we always feel like, wow, we want to go there, we want to go. And you experienced that. So tell us the challenges that you went through in order to, before you even start writing the book.
Well, before I started writing, the important thing to know is about me that I have been always the black sheep of the family, and I always try to do things my way. And I never listened to anyone because I never wanted to look back and say, what if I did that? I have no regrets in life, though I pay the price of a lot of things. When somebody says, okay, I'm on TV because I have talent, I respect them. I'm nobody there to judge, but I have seen and witnessed things and lived myself that had brought darkness to my soul. So when I came here, I fell in love with someone that I never knew who he was, and he offered me nothing. He said, you know what, you're coming to Canada, you have this amazing, he didn't even know who I was because we met online, because I never met online. So I'm not going to tell you the story of the book, but he inspired me to write the book because I said, I want nothing from you. I just want to be loved for who I am. And because we just take it for granted, the word love. And over there, I had a comfortable life, not because I was born with the golden spoon in my mouth, not because I say, I worked hard. Yes, I worked hard. But even if you work hard, you have to bend some rules. You have to know there is a price for everything. And I paid the price in so many ways. And it made me a very sad person in the end to end in women who have a loving husband. And it might be like for you funny thing, but I envied that because I wasn't happy in my marriage. So I gave it a second shot, let's say, a chance to come here to Canada. And because I met this person who said, whoa, you have their driver, you have this, brands and that and this. You're not gonna have any of that. You just have my heart. I'm like, okay, who cares? I will have kids and the family will welcome me. I'll be with all the family members. He's like, yes, of course. And I come here and nothing of that happened. And I was totally shocked because over there, I mean, people would come and take pictures of me with me. And at the beginning, it was very amazing because when you are a person who is inspiring things to people through the TV show, which is live on air, you'd write things and after being an actress for years, I have been an actress on the screen, always be taking the role of the bad person because I think that's how they see me, the writers, but I'm good with that. I have no problem. But it's like I came here and I have to clean my own house. and I had to sleep on the floor with him. And I did not do this because I wanted to change my life. I wasn't okay there because I really failed. Because feeling, it's not about money. Feeling, it's not about like not having a post success in business. Feeling is when you're not happy here, when you have failed to find your inner happiness. And I say this out loud to each and every woman who is watching us everywhere around the world. We just take it so much for granted. And maybe some of you will think that, oh, she's just saying that. I'm not saying that. I know that. I came here, over there, doors open to me. At the beginning, it was exciting. I wanted people to know me, like, oh, they know me from TV, my cover, I'm on the cover here. And then with time, it's like monotonous. But I lost so many other things in life because of that. I sacrificed a lot of things. So with my new husband, Nidal, who is the love of my life, and I call him my love. Nidal in Lebanese, in Arabic language, means fighter. So of course he's a fighter. He fights for me to be with such a disaster like me.
No, such a beautiful, with high energy. It is, yes, of course. He's blessed to have you.
Thank you. I'm blessed to have him, and I'm blessed to be with you.
Thank you so much. We're all blessed. You know, when great minds connect, magic happens. And I always hear this from you. Rise, women. Rise. You always use that word. You have to help rise other women, right?
You know, because the thing is that men look at us. I came here, as I was saying, I didn't have kids. I had nothing. I have to go, for example, to Walmart, to Canadian Tire or something. It's like, now stand here. What am I going to stand? Why can I go there? Because we're waiting in line. Why? Because that's it. Because I'm not used to that. Like people like, oh, she's here, business class, private jets, or that kind of life. So it's not that I was A class. I don't like to say superstar. I was a public figure who worked on the screen, who inspired people, but my inspiration for myself was gone. It was gone, disappeared, because I put so much energy in things that I did not, because it needs energy, because behind the curtains, there are so many things that they try to create to marginalize women. Lebanon. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with society. It has even nothing to do with culture, because they can. They simply can. They see blonde hair, they see silicone lips, they say, oh, she's stupid. And she's a woman. You are there with an education like, oh, you have a degree? I mean, why? Why shouldn't I have a degree? And the thing is that it's very open, the country. People are like, it's a glamorous world. But to be up to date, to accept women that they are who they are, for me, they say, okay, you want equality? I say, stop it. I don't want equality. I just want the world to know and accept me for all my values and abilities as a woman, without marginalizing me as a woman, because I'm a human being, and I'm happy to be a woman. I want credit for the things I offer to the world, and not for the things that, because I'm a woman, look at me as a victim. Because I'm a woman, I am trying to fight. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be a man. Thank you. They're amazing. I want to be a woman.
Yes.
But we should be appreciated for what we do, even if it's like slicing an apple, taking care of a child, cleaning a house, becoming award-winning author, or like you inspiring the world with your voice, and bringing change. It comes with different levels, not because levels are like this. It's waves, and we have to come together and bring these waves together and be together. They say women empowerment. What do you want? I want to be appreciated for what I can give. So here it was different. So I decided, what the hell? I'm going to get a degree. So I studied health and nursing. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I finished that. And I have life and wellness coaching degree. I did that because, and then I started to write. In the middle of life and wellness coaching, I already had finished. I did life and wellness coaching to understand people's emotions more, by the way.
Okay.
But the book was it was somehow psychoanalysis for me. I was writing. I didn't know that it will become award-winning book. I did not know that it will just inspire women all around the world.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Yes.
Were you a writer before, or is this your first book?
It is my first book. I've been a journalist. I wrote articles, of course. I studied literature. I used to teach math, English, science before being on television,
Yeah.
and doing my TV show and the radio show and be journalist. But I had never written a book before. It is my first time ever.
Amazing. And that became a award-winning book. That is amazing, because so that shows writing and voice has that power to reach people's heart. And if you have written that powerfully, that's why it's a winning book right there. And it does have a lot of information from we can learn and study and practice that in our life as well, which is amazing. Could you tell me how much time did it take for you to write the book, the process before publishing?
You're gonna laugh. It took me 9 months, like a baby. Only 9 months. It took me 9 months. I just wrote the book, and I used to wake up in the middle of the night, write things, and then write things, and then write things. And this is, I'm going to show you guys. I mean, this is how I work. For example, I put like this, and then I write like this, papers, and I put them together. I love writing with my hand, not on paper.
Yes.
And in 9 months, it was ready. And it's based on my true life events, but I have changed all the names and all the characters, but it is based on a strong female perspective who comes and she breaks all the chains and tries to be who she is. And she fights all these taboos, the sexual taboos, the social taboos, and what it does to her soul.
So I know the character's name is Anna.
Anna, yes, Anna.
Right. So could you tell me, so you said you renamed all the characters, but it is your life story. Why did you choose Anna for that character?
I love this question. I love it. You're good, Dayana. For me, all the characters in the book, they have names, and I had to mingle a lot of ideas and put them in different characters because I had a lot of stories, a lot of voice of other women to bring in. But Anna is because it's based on my true life events, and I added some fiction because I created other things and brought to this character. But Anna in Arabic means I am. So that's why I called it Anna. Anna, it means I am. I was going to say in Armenian, but in Armenian, in my language, it means yes. Yes means I am. So I could not name her yes. And I've been born in Lebanon. I mean, I'm Armenian, but at the same time, I'm Lebanese. So I'm Armenian, I'm Lebanese, I'm Canadian. I'm all of that, but the most importantly, I'm a woman. So I said to raise my voice is to give a meaning to the name, because the name is crying out loud the pain and my dreams and my struggles and things that I want to change and I could change, and give hope to women that not everything you see in the world is the way you see. And it's very funny and it's very easy, sorry, I want to correct that when you just talk about something, you just sit there and give advice. Okay, do this, do that. No, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. And I cried a lot because a lot of people, closest people to me, they started criticizing. How did you write about this? How do you write about this? How do you write about the sexual harassment and the assault and the career destroying threats and what happens? I'm like, people are being killed from inside our humanity. Women are crying behind closed doors, not because they are victims, because they are scared once they speak up for themselves, they will lose everything they have. And if they think there is a way to criticize me, I'm okay with that. Let them come and criticize me, because I am the voice of each and every woman who is in pain in Lebanon and Arab world, from the ones who are housewives to the ones who are on screen. I am the first female public figure, but I'm not gonna be the last. I encourage them to stand up and talk, whatever the price is, because there has to be a change, and the change should come.
Okay, so having said this, Nataly, Now, we find media very powerful. Just the way voice and writing is powerful, media is powerful. It gives the platform to raise your voice, to put things into a series or movie, such as that. Because people think media is something not the right platform, but media can also bring great information of true stories from people's experiences. Now, you have been in media. You were in TV shows. You were a TV host. Why did you think writing? Why did you stop just by writing a book? Why did you think to put that into a TV series? Or because a lot of people are not more into reading. They like to have that vision. So when you watch, you get more into
I
it.
agree with you totally, because what you're saying is totally right. I mean, you're touching, how can I say, the strings of my heart, not my mind.
That's okay.
I'm not a poet. I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
know. So, well, the thing is that I tried when I was in Lebanon. There was this amazing producer who has his production company that he wanted to do this to adapt it into movie in Lebanon, and I said no. I did not accept it. It was a year and a half ago, and I said I have to look for a producer that could adapt this into a TV series here for the West, and to have the contact to put it out there. Why? Because in Lebanon, it's amazing to have that on the screen. But if you sit there and you are watching your own pain, what it's gonna be? But a story of this kind, which is the first of its kind, when it is being like, I'm not going to say adapted into a TV series because it's my baby, my book. So adopted to make a TV series, I am very open to that, and I would love to see if any producer in Canada, because I know we have amazing producers, we have amazing production companies and in the States, anywhere, that they could bring it to the screen, not as a movie, because now I'm writing the second one, and it's like somehow continuation, what happens after that, because my life somehow started when the book is finished, got another wave, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, it's the chance that I'm looking for, and I'm saying through this screen, your screen,
Yes.
wonderful opportunity that you're saying. As I say everywhere, I'm very open. I'm very willing to do that with the producer. We already have a producer in Lebanon. If they want to shoot there for the locations, it's great. They want to shoot here because the story have to come, because it will do two important things. First, it's based on true life events from somewhere that nobody knows, because whatever we see on TV in a lot of series or movies, with all my respect, it's given the wrong idea, the wrong image, and people fear what they see. I'm even shocked, like, this is Lebanon? What are you talking about? This is not Lebanon. We don't drive like cars like that. It's not about it's given the wrong idea. So that's why the book has to come to bring the true concepts. And second, it will inspire not only women over there to stand up because their voices are heard through my story, but also it will show the West and each and every woman all around the world who is watching us that we are all the same. We have the same struggles. We have the same pain. We have the same dreams, and we think it's a dream, and sometimes that dream becomes a nightmare. So we sit there and cry, or what do we do?
Yeah.
How we change?
Absolutely. You're right, Natalie, because it's not just about one culture. As a woman, all women, every woman go through this hardship, and there's no wrong in you bringing this voice to on a screen, because every woman needs to see these kind of stories to come out of her comfort zone, to come out of her hardship that she's going through, to get some sort of ideas, to get some inspiration, because we are not born to sit and just for the sake of to to complete our education, and right after the education is our marriage, right? Our marriage, our kids. It's a circle. No, it's not. There's more to life.
What are you doing? Amazing. You're doing an amazing job. I mean, look how far you made it. And the thing is that when you come to Canada, it is a place for opportunities.
Yes.
If we want to create opportunities, we can create opportunities everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunities are different. We cannot have the same opportunities everywhere. But Canada gave me the opportunity to publish the book. And even though it was very hard because I wrote in my basement, I had to sell my car because I didn't know there is something named idea of publicly, I mean, to have a publicist who promotes you. I didn't know there is some press release, but even, I mean, Lebanese and Canadians, Quebecois, they just, on my own, they did a book launch here because I was award-winning first female public figure author from Lebanon. It was amazing. But women have to know that it is, even if we have pain, even if we do wrong things, it's okay. We all do. I have done so many wrong things in my life, but those wrong things, I did not say that I have done something wrong and I punish myself.
No.
I love myself too much to say, you know what? I did wrong. So what? Everybody does mistakes.
Yes.
I mean,
you learn from that.
Wrong.
Yeah.
So, and Canada is one of the best places in the world to have that chance. And I'm sure that one of the producers who is watching us, I don't know, will approach and think, what is it about? So, and women who are like following the parents' path, I respect that. I respect parents. I respect everybody who is in our lives, who are there for us because they gave birth to us, because they embrace us. But, however, when it comes to their expectations, it might be different than us.
Yeah.
I don't expect my parents or people around me to understand what I do.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that I have to do whatever they do. It doesn't mean if I don't do like them, I'm doing wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm respecting them. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I can take a knife and go in the street and kill someone or shout at someone. No, but we choose our own paths. We are all complete people.
Yes.
Alone as women, and we are so much full of passion. We are so much full of this force of nature that gives us the feeling of love, the sacrifice. That men, like, they're not like us. We are multitaskers. When I'm talking to me, he's on the remote control. Okay, me, I'm on the control. I can be just talking on the phone and putting something. We're like that. So it's don't judge yourselves.
Don't judge, but every human is different from every other human. So we definitely respect each person. And as you know, she's been so well back home, and then she had to sell her own car to publish her book. So it's her story is like day and night. But look at her, she's still smiling, she still has high energy, she still has hopes in her life, she's still loving her life, and that is not easy for someone to do. So definitely she's inspiring, and I have more questions to ask and discuss with Nataly, but let us take a quick break. We'll be back with you. Vision TV is super excited to announce its new chapter of Voice of Artists. As a viewer, you will be selecting the best artists and give them the title of People's Choice. In order to participate, all you have to do is subscribe to our Vision TV's YouTube channel and don't miss watching our show on Sundays. Welcome back to Real Talk, and we are having this amazing conversation with this superstar that I call, because in a nutshell, that is exactly what I can call her. In a new country, she's a newbie in the new country, but she made sure to write a book about her life story. She's making a change through her voice, through her writing, through her actions. That is what matters. We can always sit and talk. We can say, do that, do this. We can give options, we can give suggestions, but the the important thing is putting that into action. And Nataly has put that into action. And she is doing an amazing thing. So, Nataly, so tell, what is your favorite part from the book?
Oh, I mean, for me, the whole book is beautiful, but there is this part that it's like when Anna meets this guy, a stranger, for number one in the story. This is how I started. I just put a lot of things from my life in it, and it was like the first time Anna meets this guy, and she knows nothing about him, but she's so broken because of fame, what has done to her soul, and she's so sad, and that she just meets him, and I would just say, can I?
Yes, of course.
Let me say. Anna was still talking. It seemed she had forgotten that the guy in the room was neither her best friend nor her therapist. She continued to vent to him, disclosing stories and feelings that were usually kept locked up inside. She treated him like a vault, a diary, a church within which one spews truths, knowing that is where they will stay. They cuddled, she cried, they kissed. She held on to him like a lifeline. He sat quietly, listening, thinking. His face was like an open book. She saw shock, sadness, happiness, and surprise, depending on what part of her story she was telling. How had he ended up with a girl who had everything he was looking for and more? However, the girl of his dreams was a total mess. How did you find all the strength, Anna? What gave you the power to fight back? He asked her after one of her stories. She looked at him, startled, then shrugged. I was alone. I had no choice. When you are alone, you find courage. We ought to fight our battles. But yours are wars, he said. I know, she sighed.
Lovely. That is so touching. Thank you so much for sharing that little part from your book. But one thing that caught me was when Anna said, I was alone. Sometimes being alone helps you.
I agree with you, because you know what? We might be surrounded by a lot of people sitting and having, but we feel lonely. And we are alone because when we are alone, we make decisions, we become stronger, even though it's hard, but the muscles of our soul is strengthened. You do it. If you're there and you fell on the ground, let's say, like me, I came here, I didn't have anything to do. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I came here, I started sleeping on the floor, not because I didn't have a life there, because I was following love. And I'm glad I did it.
Right.
I love it. And everybody can do it. It's not, we just take it for granted. And I say, I'm alone. Okay, I fell down. What's going to happen? I cry. And then what? I make a change. What is it? I have to stand up. Nobody's holding my hand. You do it hardly, but you will not fear anymore. This being alone means that nobody is supporting the things that you believe you can do.
Right.
And if I am able to write in my fourth language in a country that I came a couple of years ago, and I fought to make it come true, because now I don't want to shine, because I got that and doesn't interest me anymore. It gives me now the chance to empower other women to stand up for themselves, to say, you know what? I can do this. It doesn't matter what it is. I can I can be a good cook. I can make a great decorator. But don't let people let you down. Don't listen to anybody's advice, not because they are bad people. Sometimes they give their advice out of their experience. Don't they give their advice out of their experience. They would be just saying out of love. But they will put us down because they cannot give us what they have not experienced. So you just shake your head and you do what you do. It is like unrelenting grip the society gives us. So let it go. And what you believe in, nobody knows what you feel. Only you. Each woman, especially when you are an immigrant, especially when you come to Canada, this is the place where diversity is not only embraced, it's cherished,
Yes.
it's respected. And we love each other because we smile at each other. Look at us. We're connecting. So it's not about where we come from, but who we are is the most important thing. And we are all perfect creations of a higher power. Women.
Yes.
I am a woman.
Amazing. Very well said. And I truly admire what you're doing, Nataly. And my final question is going to be, what is next for Nataly?
Yeah. And next for me, I am looking forward, and I know in my heart that I did not come this far to stop, to be adapting this novel to become a TV series, because Amazon already adapted it into an Audible, and it took it after it took awards. And my narrator, Di Cornet, my warm regards to her, my editor, David Anterbus, she flew all the way from United States to be at my book launch. And it's an amazing audiobook. I said, if it happened, it's going to be a TV series. And at the same time, now I'm writing my second novel and also inspiring people as a coach. I mean, for free. And during my show I do in Armenian on iPupen every Saturday for Armenian celebrities all around the world. I cherish them. I do on my Facebook. I connect with people on my YouTube channel in English and Arabic, because we are living times that we should be scared. On the other side, rather than thinking about fear, which is just a thought, we can say, what can I do? How can I do something to make others happy? Because if they're happy, it means I am happy too, because I'm making myself busy by giving something. So writing the second novel, inspiring people, and I'm here for anybody who needs advice, how to write a book, what to do. And I do it because I made a pledge to the higher power. If it gets award or it just comes out good, I'm going to do to others. It's pledge between me and myself, me and myself, and God, everybody. And go for it. Don't give up. And it's okay to fall down. Just stand back. Just say, it's just dust. I stand back. It doesn't matter how we stand back. Crawl, but stand back.
Okay, so that is Nataly for us. But Nataly, before we go, would you like to say something to the viewers?
I want to say to each and every woman out there, I want to say to each and every girl out there, do not give up on your goals, not your dreams. Everybody can dream, but not everybody can attain goals. Be brave, be courageous, and don't use the word fear. It's just a thought in your head. You can do it. Remove your masks and be yourself. Thank you for having me, Dayana. Thank you for everyone following this amazing program with Dayana. She's awesome. I'm so happy to be here in Canada. All my regards to Canadians, everybody, Lebanese, Armenians, everybody who's watching us around the world. And Dayana, I mean, you are a jewel. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Nataly. And thank you all who are watching this show. I hope all of you enjoyed it just the way I did. Until I see you guys on my next episode, this is Dayana from Canada.